Europeans were able to conquer Africa. Europeans were able to conquer America, North and South. Europeans were able to conquer Australia. Europeans were able to conquer East Asia. Then let us look, what is it about the Europeans that make them so successful? What power do they have? What mental capabilities do they possess that make them so successful? Almost the entire world was under the domination of the Europeans. Then let us check exactly how the Europeans have done it. It is exactly how the West is doing it today in Arabia. When the Europeans arrived in any land, whether Africa, Asia, or Australia, even America, they didn't arrive there as colonizers. They didn't arrive as conquerors. They arrived as missionaries. They blended in. They employed the people. They bribed them. They paid them. They blackmailed them. They set them up against their own people. Then they hired those people that were on their side as soldiers. When time came that they must fight, they must dominate, they must steal, it was not Europeans fighting the Native Americans. It was not the Europeans fighting Africans. It was not the Europeans fighting Aborigines. It was Aborigines fighting Aborigines. It was Africans fighting Africans. It was Native Americans fighting Native Americans. It is not different from a man who goes into a family and divides brothers, set brothers against brothers. Then he arms the brothers who are on this side to fight their fellow brothers. When the brothers that are on this side are killing those who are fighting against him, he's not losing. When those who are fighting him are killing those who are on his side, he's not losing. You do not die. When the time for battle came, Europeans were commanders. They were at the back. They were safe. It was dominated people fighting against their own brothers. And in that way, you don't lose. They did not lose. That is how they were able to conquer the whole world. Not because Europeans have some supernatural powers. When they came to South Africa, they set black people against black people. When the French went to Ivory Coast, they bribed, they paid, they blackmailed people of Ivory Coast to fight their fellow men, fellow brothers. In that way, France was not losing. France can only win. Belgium can only win in the Congo because they were setting the Congolese to fight against other Congolese. When they went to Australia, they were setting Aborigines to fight other Aborigines. That way they cannot lose because they are not involved in the battle. The battle is being fought for them. It's not different from a man who drinks poison hoping for his enemy to die. The enemy is not in danger and he can never die. He can never lose. That is how the Europeans were able to dominate the world. This is exactly what the United States and all its allies they are doing in the Middle East. They are fighting ISIS, Islamic State of Iraq and Levant. When they fight those Muslims, they hire Muslims to fight them. That way, the Christians are safe. Christians are not dying. And when you are not fighting, when you are not dying, you can only win, you cannot lose. It is Muslims fighting against Muslims. This is the strategy that has been used for centuries, which have enabled the Europeans to dominate the world because they never get involved in battle. When you are involved in a battle, you can win or you can lose. But when you are not involved, the losing factor is not there at all. You can only win. because the losers are the ones who are fighting, and the others are fighting on your behalf. Whether any other group is winning or losing, the master is safe at a distance, hoping to pick up the pieces after the battle is over. This is the strategy that the Europeans have employed time and time again, everywhere they went. When they came to South Africa, they said the white people are superior. They are the ones who own everything. The whole universe belongs to the white man. God is white. That is what they said. They say Jesus is white, he's a European. Which means when the Bible says thy will be done, it means the white man's will be done. Everything belongs to the white man, and all other races get them the mercy from the mercy, or thanks to the mercy of from the grace of the white man. That is what they preached. But for that to prevail, they had to divide black people against each other. They have to say that Zulu people are powerful, Zulu people are hardworking, Zulu people are clever than Sotho people. They have to convince us that Changan people are better than Venda people. They have to, and then meanwhile they convince Venda people that Venda people are better than Changan people. They convince us that Zulu people are better than Zulu people, and they convince us that Xhosa people are better than Tswana people. Meanwhile, they convince the Tswana that Tswana people are better than the Xhosa people. It was all divide and rule to set up us against each other. Therefore, you find that when one nation is on the side of what people because it's benefiting, the other that is against it, when it stand up, it doesn't fight with what people, it fights with their fellow Africans. That way, what people can only win, because they are only standing at the sidelines waiting to pick up the pieces after the two nations have brutalized and destroyed each other. That is how what people have always won. That is how what people were able to conquer the world. It is divide and rule. When you divide your enemy against each other, you are not in no danger to lose, because you are not fighting. They fight for you. Therefore, it is crucial that we must understand that we are not different from each other. We are the same people, suffering the same domination by white people. How were they able to convince us that one nation is better than another nation? It is like when it comes to sports teams, whether it is rugby or soccer or tennis players, any soccer or hockey, cricket, people love their teams. They draw spiritual fulfillment from their teams. When the team is winning, you are happy. When a team is losing, you are sad. It is like you mourn as if there's death in your family. Or some people won't even eat when their team loses. But you don't gain anything. The team doesn't. When the team wins, you don't gain anything. They don't give you even a cent. But you are prepared to pay for membership card. You pay membership fee without getting anything in return. That is how much fulfillment, how much it means for us to know that your team is winning, your team is good. Therefore, for what people to convince us that one nation is better than the others, they use our kings. They pay the king of the Zulus more money than they pay the king of the Xhosas. They pay the king of the Tswanas more money than the king of the Vendas. They pay the king of the Ndebeles more money than the king of the Pedis. Why? Because they want to divide us. They want us to be jealous of each other. They want us to hate each other. They want us to envy each other, to try to hate each other. The best example of that is anyone can prove it easily. You take your children, let's just say you have got 5 children, and you give them some chores to perform. When they finish, give them all 5 rand, 5 rand. And then, while you were sitting down not doing anything, give yourself and let them know that you are giving 500 rand for what they've done. I can assure you those children will be angry. They will rise up against you. They would like to fight you. They would like to take that man to steal it from you because they are the ones who have worked. But there's a trick that you can do. When those 5 children have worked, give one child 1 rand, the second one 2 rand, the third one 3 rand, the fourth one 4 rand, the fifth one 5 rand. See what will happen. Those children they will not stand up as a unit to face you. The one who gets 1 rand will envy and be jealous of the one who's getting 2 rand. The one who gets 2 rand will be envy and jealous against the one who's getting 3 rand. The one who's getting 3 rand will envy and jealous the one who's getting 4 rand. And the one who gets 4 rand will be envy and jealous the one who's getting 5 rand. That way you divide them. They cannot stand together. They start fighting against each other, and then they leave you in peace. More importantly, the one who's getting 5 rand will love you because he wants to safeguard his benefit. He will support you because he wants to protect his benefit. He's the one who will spy on the others. He will be the one who will fight the others on your behalf because he wants to protect his benefit. Instead of them fighting you, they will end up fighting each other. And with the one who's getting more being on your side. That is how divide and rule works. They come here and they say Zulu people are better than Venda people, Shangan people are better than Venda people, Venda people are better than Zulu people, Zulu people are better than Ndebele people, Ndebele people are better than Zulu people, just to set us aside against each other. Then they end up the sports teams, they pay the kings differently so that we can envy each other, we can be jealous of each other, and we can fight each other. And the one who's getting more end up taking the side of white people, which is the reason why there was Inkatha was killing people. Because they were defending, their king is getting more money, 50 million rand, so they have to defend that. It is no different from the soccer team having won the cup and someone is telling them, you will stand with your team even though you don't benefit. That is how divide and rule works. That is how white people are able to dominate the world. That is how the West is trying to dominate Arab people, setting them against each other. The West could as well have formed ISIS. The leader of ISIS was once the captive of Americans. They could have just requested him to form ISIS so that they can have an excuse to dominate and to be allowed to be tolerated by the Arabs as they are stealing their oil. That is a strategy that has worked for centuries. And the only way we can win, all of us, is to stand up together, to reject their tactics, is to stand as one people, and not to allow one king to be paid more than the others, because we are not different from each other. No, there's no nation that is clever and another one is stupid. There's no nation that is hardworking and another one is lazy. We have to stand up, because what is the job of the king? Is he a wise man? Is he an administrator? Or a king is just a porn star whose job is to have sex with as many women as possible to ensure the bloodline of the privileged bastard who will continue to reap the fruit of our labor? We must reject colonialism. We must reject and all its influence. We must stand up as one and stand for equal ownership, because equal ownership is the only way forward. Equality or death. Lingano, Kanarufo.